I'm on my way to Mount Hood to do some car camping with Kelsey in the snow. Before I do that, I need to figure out if my equipment is good enough for really cold weather. I'm up here in Donner today, and it's supposed to be 27 degrees tonight. So I decided to come up here just for the night and make sure that all of my equipment is going to keep me warm enough for this upcoming trip to Mount Hood. This is what I have so far. All of my bedding is either made out of wool or fleece. I have a wool blanket that's been doubled up, a wool afghan, and a fleece blanket that's been doubled up. All of this is on top of a wool blanket and fuzzy sheets. If this is not enough warmth, I do have my 32-degree sleeping bag, which is what I took with me when I hiked the Grand Tetons. And the lowest that it got there was about 29 degrees, and I was very comfortable. So I feel like all of this bedding plus the sleeping bag is going to be just fine. I also brought with me all of my WeatherTech window coverings, and I am pretty confident that these are going to help me stay warm in the car tonight, or at least keep the car as insulated as humanly possible. The only other thing that I have here in the Subaru, other than of course the heater in the car, is my base layer and my snow jacket. I have some Sorel boots that have liners in them that can be removed. If my feet get really cold, I can put the liners on inside of the sleeping bag and the blankets. I have my fleece, I have a down vest, I have some cold weather leggings, and some wool socks. I have a wool knit hat and gloves. I think that I'm gonna be warm enough. I really do. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. I don't even know if it's gonna be as cold as they predict it's going to be. It does feel a little cold right now, but it's definitely not uncomfortable. I made it to Donner much earlier than I expected, so I'm going to take a trip to downtown Truckee with my extra time, grab a cup of coffee, and explore the town a little bit. This blue sky and bright, warm sun is making it very hard for me to believe that it's going to be cold tonight. On my way to my camping spot, I passed by the Donner Memorial State Park and decided to stop. I've always wanted to hike around the Memorial Park to see where the Donner Party unfortunately got stuck in 1845, resulting in making some very difficult decisions in order to stay alive. I was able to do a really easy and really peaceful half-mile walk around the monument. I'm heading to my final camping spot for the night, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it just got so dark and really cold, really fast. I've been up in these mountains my whole life, and I know weather can change quickly, but this is like East Coast storm, like Chicago storm weather. I think it's gonna be a really fun night. Yeah. It just dropped 10 degrees in 30 minutes. Woo! It's gonna be cold tonight. I don't know why I'm so excited. I think I just like a challenge. Okay, all my window coverings are up. I don't even think it's 5 o'clock yet, but it is cold. So I have made my cocoon to try and capture as much body heat as possible. You can see that it's getting dark very quickly, and it's like I said before, I'm kind of excited. The one thing that I have noticed, if I turn this light off, you can see that there are places here where the screen is not as tight as maybe it should be. This one in the back specifically keeps falling down, and I can feel the difference in the temperature in this gap. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make sure that that fits properly for my trip up north. I don't know about you guys, but I have been watching so many YouTube videos on cold weather camping, and one of the things that keeps popping up for people who actually live in their cars is to turn on the car heater and blast it for 10 minutes and then get under your covers, and apparently it warms up your core, and then you go to bed already warm so your body doesn't have to do as much work. I'm gonna try that right now and see how it goes. This is all about experimenting. This is a fact-finding mission. I want to figure out what's gonna work when I'm up in Mount Hood and it's 20 degrees at night or during the day. I don't know how cold it gets up there. Well, that escalated quickly. I knew it was going to be cold tonight. I didn't realize there was going to be so much snow that a CHP or Highway Patrol officer came by and woke me up and said they're closing the rest area that I'm sleeping in because they're expecting a foot of snow, and that they're not going to plow it. And so if I want to get out of here today, I need to leave now. And since I have to work in the morning, I have to work tomorrow. I'm leaving because I don't want to get towed out of here. That's not fun. That's not the adventure I'm looking for. So I'm heading home. The good news is the Subaru works and the setup that I have works, and was toasty and warm, actually almost too warm. And I'm so excited for my trip to Mount Hood.